Hello, guys, and welcome to the Chidi Also Takes. Welcome to another match preview between Everton and Chelsea. Yes, it's another match preview. I know, the very first question I should be asking is, have you guys checked out already? I've been speaking to a lot of Chelsea fans, and they seem very, very demoralized. Just at that point where they don't even care anymore because they are witnesses something that they've never seen before. Our beloved Chelsea is not what it used to be anymore, and it just looks like we are going down the drain. It's just bad. However, we still have a game to play tomorrow against Everton, a very, very good side. They've been doing well lately in the league. So we still have top five or top four, top five to fight for, so we can qualify for Champions League again next year. And we have the FA Cup to play. So there is some things that we need to be doing. But honestly, like many Chelsea fans out there, it's been a tough few days, and some people are just giving up already about the whole thing. We're not even sure what's gonna happen tomorrow. We don't even know what what is coming up. We have a few injuries still, and this is just been a mess. Okay, it's a mess. Uh, is a mess in a sense that the club is no longer what it used to be, and now fans are traveling. Fans of the sister club or the twin club, Strasbourg, are traveling all the way from France to London to go protest the owners. What does that tell you? They're not happy. Nobody's happy about what's going on in Chelsea. Nobody's happy about what we are going through at the moment. The fans demand just nothing else but, hey, satisfied with what we need. Okay. We want a very, very good football team. We want a team that plays good football. We want a team that wins titles, trophies. That is what Chelsea cares about. But the standard has dropped, and it's been pretty bad. Okay. So we're gonna talk briefly about the game tomorrow, what we expect. I'm gonna go through what the coach said in his game preview, and let's see what happens tomorrow. Okay, I just watched the game between Manchester United and Bournemouth. That ended 2-2, but Manchester United, they've been doing pretty good so far. They currently third in the league. They have overtaken Aston Villa. Chelsea, we are still sixth in the league. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Liverpool go away to Brighton, but they've been looking like the old Liverpool. Although I still put it with a caveat because they could go to Brighton and get walloped because Brighton haven't played the game for more than a week now, and Liverpool, they're just coming from their last Champions League game victory against Galatasaray. So that anything could happen. Okay. So let's look at what the press conference is. Talk about Trevor Chalobah. He says Trevor Chalobah injury, which was sustained against PSG, is not as serious as first feared, but the centre back is expected to be sidelined for around 6 weeks. So that's what it is right now. I think Trevor Chalobah has been one of the best defenders we have this season, and not only best but consistent defenders we had this season. And it's a shame that we're going to be losing him for another 6 weeks. The good thing is that the international break is coming up, so definitely that'll give us some leeway, and hopefully by then we'll have players like we have a few more players coming back. Okay, I think Levi Colwell, he's probably almost getting ready to come back, and the coach did say that Levi Colwell may not be ready until after the international break. All right. Uh, So, of course, we know that he had a spell on the sideline uh, with the academy graduates, but luckily, Rosenior is saying that he's pleased that the injury isn't as significant as expected. This was on Tuesday morning. So he said it wasn't until after the game that I saw the image of the tackle, and then you really worried for the next day. The Blues head coach explained. So that tackle was from, it was, I think it was from Ashraf Hakimi during the game. But hey, that's what happens. He also talked about Philip Jorgensen and Reece James. Reece James, most of you know the English. Um, the English manager Thomas Tuchel released 35-man list today, and Reece James was not included because of the injury. Of course, Trevor Chalobah also was not included because of the injury, but they were included in the last game. I think sometime in November. So regarding Philip and Reese, they're not going to be available because they injured. All right. Philip is still nursing that groin issue. Uh, and then Reese James, he had that hamstring injury against Newcastle midweek. I just pray that Reese James gets better before the last stretch of the matches in the Premier League. Okay. For Levi Colwell, there's a positive on the fitness front for Levi Colwell. Of course, we know he has not featured for the Blues during this campaign due to a knee ligament injury he sustained during preseason. And I really think that whatever happened to Colwell affected Chelsea because he was the backbone of the defense. He, along with Fofana, they were the backbone of the Chelsea defense. But once he got that injury, it looks like our season just started, falling apart. And that's why the coaches, starting with Maresca, they try to mix and match. Mix and match. There's a cheeseburger called mix and match burger, or something, or maybe someone on a discount. But they've been mixing and matching the defenders, and that's why today I don't think any Chelsea fan can stand and say, "Hey, this is our formidable duo when it comes to defenders." Compare that to other teams in the Premiership, like Arsenal. You can always mention Saliba and Gabriel. They're always together. They play together for all the matches, but we don't have it. We keep doing this trial by arrow. It's Tosin, Bajashil and Chaloba and Fofana, and then maybe Tosin. Okay, one time it was even Rhys James. So there's no consistency in who is going to be defending. There's no chemistry being built, and of course, injuries don't help out. Think about it. The last game that we played against PSG, it was another new mix and match. It was Hato and Chaluba right there in the center half, and then Sar and Sar playing the right, the right fullback, and of course Cucurella playing the left fullback. So it's the first time I've seen that lineup. Okay, so that happens. So hopefully, Levi Cole will return. Maybe hopefully after the international break. In fact, when we learned about the injury in the beginning of the season, we heard he's going to be out for the rest of the season. So it's even a miracle to hear that he's coming back very soon. Although I know, and you all know, with the medical team, they're not going to rush anything. Okay, and Rosinho talked about the resilience and determination to put things right. My belief is this: If for any reason they look at themselves, they would have heard how the fans feel about the game, the last game. This is the first time Chelsea is losing by that many goals over two legs. But you know, it doesn't represent what Chelsea is, our history, our performance, all the great players that Chelsea have produced, both locally and internationally. This is just something that the players need to sit down and have a talk with each other. Now I get it, and not that I'm defending anything, but I get it. The players, there are some people who have injuries, and there's been inconsistency in coaching. Who is the coach and who you get to play with, but the players are still professional. I mean, they need to look at themselves in the mirror and say, am I doing enough for this team? Am I doing enough for this club? Am I doing enough for this badge? Because think about it. If we are talking about Chelsea didn't have enough season, well, the same thing could be said for PSG, because we played them in the final of the Club World Cup, and they were rocked by injuries as well. Okay, they were rocked by injuries as well, and most of these players who Chelsea bought and brought over to the club, most of them were not only sought out by Chelsea. A lot of them were sought out by other big clubs. Okay, I mean, think about it. Liam Delap, he was being sought out by other clubs, but he decided to go with Chelsea because we got the Champions League spot. Okay, and I don't think there's any other player that's uh, no other club sought after that Chelsea got. So these are good players. So what is the problem? These are good players, and these are players who some of them already represented their national teams. Okay, either at the men's level or the youth level. But come on, these guys have to understand that when you get on the field, yes, you get the instructions from the coach. Yes, you get all you understand the system, but you have to understand that when you're on the pitch is a little bit different. It's totally different. You're not gonna be, want to play a kick and then you remember, oh, the system says play this way. No, you use your sense. Use your sense and make sure that if you're gonna defend somebody, you defend it in a better way, that you don't get beaten, okay, or you expose the other people. And if you are the one who is supposed to support, you support the defender, likewise the attackers. If you're gonna kick the ball and oh, if I shoot it this way, it might come on. These players are professionals, and regardless of what we say, that we say they're the youngest team. Yes, they're the youngest team, but Lamine Yamal, he's always consistent. He's a young guy also. Okay, so we really need to make sure that starting from tomorrow, we come out with a different type of determination, which the coach is talking about, and put things right. Okay, it's not going to be easy because Everton is well coached. Is a veteran coach right there at Everton, and we've lost three games in a row. So it's really going to be a tough one, and that's why a lot of people are just saying, "Do we even need to watch it?" Because you put your expectations high, and then boom, you go there, you try to watch, and then boom, your team is losing again. How does that make you feel? Okay, so everybody's getting tired of this, and that's why people are pushing for Bluco out. Okay, so let's see what the coach said here. He said, "I've learned a lot this week. Okay, uh, I'm learning about the team, myself, the staff, and the club. What I do know is that there is a resilience and determination to put things right from myself and the team. Man, this is the same thing we've heard over and over again. Learning. I know he's new on the job. I know he's new, with this. with this club, but how long do you need to learn about the team? He's been here since January. This is March. How long do you need to learn about the team? Okay, it's time for this coach to really show us that he is capable, okay, of taking this club to the next level. I don't know if he's the one who's going to be able to do that. I don't know. Okay, but I'm learning to I want to believe that he is capable of taking this club to the next level. So far it's I mean, that game against PSG, throwing the towel, just that was that was really really humiliating, you know. That was really really humiliating. Like, you just threw the towel. No belief, no chance. You want to prepare for the next game against Everton. And you know the worst thing that will happen? The worst thing that will happen is if those players that he took off play this game and Chelsea go ahead and lose the game. What is the purpose? What is the purpose? It makes no sense at all. So honestly, tomorrow or today, I want to see a situation whereby these players come out, play very well, play for the badge, show the fight, because sometimes we don't see them like they are fighting enough for the badge. Okay, we want to see something that we can cheer for. That we know, okay, these guys have it. We know these guys have it, but I just hope that these few defeats have not deflated them. Okay, and he says we are at that point where, as a group, we need to find a way to fight at Everton and come through with a difficult period. It is difficult. Okay, it is difficult. And by the way, I understand a lot of you are watching my channel, and I appreciate that. But if you're not subscribed, just do us a favor and hit the like button. Okay, let us grow this channel. We are still growing and we are new. But one thing about this means that I love this game and I love this club, and I want to make sure that I bring you uh, all the previews and post match videos that will make your day. Okay, he also says this club deserves to be in the Champions League. It's as simple as that. That's the aim, that's the target, that's what we need to really focus on after coming out of that competition, which is the Champions League. The rest is about making sure that we win the next game and stay on track for what we want to achieve. So basically, Chelsea's Chelsea's standard now, or Chelsea's focus now, is to make the top four, the top five. Okay, man, gone are the days when at the beginning of the season you talk about, oh, Chelsea, we are competing and winning in all levels, in all competitions. But now it's, let's see what we can do. Let's make the top four. Let's make the top five. It's really, really not. It's really not a good picture, okay? But let me know what you guys think about all that in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Chidi Also Takes. I'm not going to be doing a lineup, okay, for this game because at this point we don't even know who is fit, who is not going to be fit, okay? I'm looking at a situation where he might throw in Sar along with maybe Fofana in the defensive line. But apart from that, I really don't know. And, at this point, I just want us to win. Whoever he puts in the team, whoever starts the game, I just want us to win. Okay. I don't care who starts at this point. The attackers, I don't care who scores, but I don't want to put too much belief, because if I do that, and we lose again, it's not going to be good for me. It's not going to be good for any Chelsea fan. Okay, so let's see what happens tomorrow. Good luck to the team. We got to keep supporting the team, supporting the players, but we doing it with less motivation. You know what I'm saying. You support. You want to support something, but you're not really motivated to support them because you worry they can flip just like that. And that's why people always say we don't know what Chelsea we're gonna have in the next game. So let's see what happens. I hope we win the game tomorrow because we do need to fight for Champions League. And I hope that at the end of the day, we qualify for the next Champions League. But other than that, don't forget to subscribe. And thanks for watching. And let's see what happens. Okay.